Welcome on back and gather round, gang. It's time for some more Age of Wonders 4. We are finally back and recording for Thrones of Blood. It has been quite some time. It's been a little over a month actually, and the reason is for any of you that are mainly over here at Age of Wonders and may not be watching the Total War side. Me and the Lady Wizard are getting married, so we've been getting that sorted in the background. I have not been able to keep up with both this, the Tides of Torment early access, as well as getting married. So. That is going to be sorted. Also, we are going to go on around a 2-week hiatus here for the time. So I'll have videos coming out up until I have no longer gotten them recorded out to, and then we'll go on break for a time, and we will be back with streams and recordings as normal. But let's get right into it. So we're back with the Hungry Horn ones for the Pain-Bound transformation. So every time we get hit by an attack, we're actually going to gain morale and a random positive status effect. So this can be really, really nice or kind of meh, but either way, every time we take damage, good things abound. After a whole lifetime of suffering and sticking these little needles into our arms, yes. Our goats are quite concerning. Now we can go ahead and take on the Sleeper Sanctuary all powered up. Granted, only one of our units is getting access to this, but also, Kevin is. So Kevin gets access to your race transformations, just... Or Bloodhorn doesn't, and neither do our bats. So here we're going to be facing down Nildor the Learned and a Vampire Tyrant. Some fog that hates, some ghosts, and a couple of lads to buff them up, which is honestly terrifying. Let's do this. The worst possible warm-up battle to get back into Age of Wonders for us. Let's lose our army. I will also be making a full proper kind of review for Thrones of Blood. It'll be a little bit late, but we're making a full review after we've completed this. That way we've kind of gotten to grips with everything that has actually been brought with this DLC. We have so many things we can do. How about a Matriarch? It only lasts for 3 turns, but how about we wait? How far away can we hit it with the Blood Blight? We can't. We probably don't want to hit friendlies either. Like, flanking friendlies seems like a bad call. Spiders to here. We got our assassins. Actually, move through the move through ability, so you can pass through your friendly units. They're a really good idea for the Death Stalkers and the Death Cult in general. Ooh, that's... I need a rotator camera, thanks. Let's look through our list of abilities here. We've got the Draining Bite, of course, Bat Swarm. First, so nothing really useful. Raise Undead or consume some flora. Is there any in here? No, there's none at all. Let's pass. We do have these coffins that can break open and turn into skeletons, and then we also have... Oh, good. Every time we lose morale, we're going to lose morale and eventually become insane from it. Frost resistance for our team, and then Lethargy. Dread King or Dead King inflicts slowed on hits, which is fun. Exarch. I cannot wait to have some of these on our team. Soon. Yeah, the goat zombies. Well, let's just go ahead and put you here. Full position. We could get them in close. If it dies, it's too late now. Oh, hang on, no, it's not. So we could get them in close and go for the Blood Blight. Who cares about it? It's a zombie anyway. Right. We snipe anyone from here? Unfortunately, well, we could hit nothing. You're also down with my asthma. I don't think that's very worth it, though. Baby spider, go. On both sides. Excellent, go get their attention. As you come on up as well to get their attention. Deathstalker and our... Yes. Not bad positioning. We have all sorts of just fodder up front to catch the attack. Hopefully. Scarlet Plague. Oh, we can... We could. Let's go for the Blood Blight. We could reach from here. Well, that's glorious. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just hit the singular second wind. Enemy flora, right of bloodletting. Yeah, well, we've not really any need of these for now. We could mark someone as prey, but is there any flora? This would be the way to find it. Nay, is the answer. Oh, how I have missed Age of Wonders. What you gonna do? Fog. Murder my goats, that's what they're gonna do. I was hoping someone might get close enough to detonate, but they seem clever enough to avoid that. Oh, just kidding. Rude. So do they not detonate? There we go. And it became a... Okay, so they don't detonate, they just become these little blood maggots. Which works for me. I like how they are staying away from Bloodhorn, though. They know. Let's go get them. Blood parasite applied. Which is great. Siphon blood. I love the... UI bounce. It's never going anywhere. Hit him with a sniper shot. Drops down the miasma. We lose some strength, which is fine. Give them their blood parasite. We hit with insanity there. That's not great. Positioning here isn't amazing. We just go for a Scarlet Plague and try to wound this fog a little bit. I don't know that they count as undead. We can check real quick. Art thou undead, sir? Oh, they're ethereal. Get wrecked. Which means the Necromancer isn't going to be doing anything to make them stronger or heal them. Which is the important bit. Couple of bites. Maybe we could reach as a kill. No, not quite. Maybe with a crit? Let's go all in on killing the fog. That'd mean let's go for a Death Waltz on this spider that's already on his way out. And hungry. Beautiful. Then that's enough to kill. Now, will it survive the return strike? We will see. That's a delicious snack. Goes for the blood Exarch when he gets super swiped. That works for me. We can just set this Lord back here, but he's not really the threat. It's this guy. The Exarch is the problem. We're on fire now. And all in on the assassin. We'll see. Oh, pulls them closer, goes for the swing. Unfortunate. We'll see if we can get them away. And if not, we'll just hit them with the Death Waltz. That way they come back at the end of the turn. We've got enough units to take care of this. Death Waltz is brutal. All we needed was one crit there. Come on, Doobat. Oh, we got it. Everyone needs their blessing. Don't think we get access to any kind of flank, so let's move. And kill. There's the blessing. Thank goodness they become maggots, though we don't have to worry about these necromancers bringing them back. We can tie up both of them. You've already got a blood parasite. And no corpse D, so let's try to give a parasite over to this necromancer. And you at least get to bleed. The cultist needs to leave. I believe they have slippery, so they should just be able to leave without getting hit. Very heavy emphasis on should. Have been slowed, which is great. The ritual. At least closer to the fight, which is awesome. I don't think there's any way we can escape. Except for maybe jumping here, but I think they'll still probably pursue. Your miasma's starting to become a problem. We're gonna lose some of our strength here. Yeah, we gotta go around. You know what? I don't trust it. Death Waltz. And just go full the kill on the Necromancer, please. Most excellent. And not even the blood minigun managed to take him down. So they're gonna go ahead and hide in the corner and await certain doom. Like, this is another one of those where we just leave the Exarch alone for the most part. Scarlet plaguing it again. Now let's run in. Try to blind. At least got a blind on their lord, who is now very, very dead. Immunity control loss. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and chop you in half with the Crypt Blade. Ah, not gonna work. Maybe. Hang on. I got some debuffs here. There it is. You get killed with a free action. And then we can turn and just normal charge strike the Exarch. Now you're on fire. And bring all the bats over. Maggots as well. I don't think they'll get here in time. Oh, it's cornered up nicely. Here, let's Death Waltz this maggot. And then send them into feast. Gave them a blood parasite just in time. Feast on those bones and get to work. Misfortune goes to do nothing. What a bold play. Hit him with a draining bite. Have him get swung back at, but then we can do the disrespectful thing and kill him. Kill him with maggots. Just 5 damage at a time. So the fact that no one else can reach is unfortunate. There we go. It could have been spooky if the Living Fog had connected with actual units. Umbral, Malady, Immunity, and Siege Master. We'll take it. After a fatiguing and nightmarish battle, the sleeper in shadow lies crumbled at your feet. The shadow has passed. You recall ancient legends of the Hungry Horde ones about an ancient tyrant who was eventually slain and cursed. It was foretold he would return to challenge any new power that seeks to claim these lands, and you realize that your presence in the realm likely awoke the sleeper in shadow. While your warriors search for any treasure and loot the place relentlessly, you ponder how this ordeal has changed you for the better. At the start of turn, and dispel 1 negative status effect is insane. Gain a black crown. Let's say immunity to fire damage. Immunity to burning. Spread joy. Search the archaic engravings. Why would we ever spread joy? Who do we look like? Also, Kevin, are you an elitist? No, you're a dominator. You need to be in your own army. We can give you the Willbreaker of Light. And then we need to gather the goons once again. The Haunted Halls. We have another silver over there. I get too caught up chasing down all the wonders, which we are probably going to end up doing anyway. So, Kevin and... I mean, with anything, if that was any indication, Kevin and Bloodhorn can switch up, can split up rather, and search for clues. That's what we're gonna do. So, Kevin, you take the assassin and go your own separate way. I guess next turn though, because I'd rather heal. I'd rather heal a whole lot. Adept of Chaos, Adept of Nature. Base attacks inflict decaying, and we gain regeneration when hit with an attack, or extra critical hit chance, debilitating aura, and extra fire damage. We're going for a more poison route. Critical hit chance is really nice, though. His entire army gains 10%, and then he gains 10% more. let's go for the Adaptive Nature. We'll switch, we'll have a kind of a blend of red and green. So, base attacks inflict decaying? Yes. On an archer, that sounds perfect. I'm gonna laugh, I'm just about to get that here. Your blood drain ignores defense and resistance. And then we'll circle to the other ranger abilities. Excellent. Then, if we have any mana left, we will go for the Desecration Ritual and use some of our rolls for something good. Fix the land from its untainted, useless form. To the surface. I think everything is going how intended, so we don't want to declare wars yet. They're all fighting each other, so we might as well just take this time to build up and then crush everyone all at the same time. That seems like a very Bloodhorn thing to do. Day 57. So I mean, we're a little ways ahead of where we normally would be. In terms of our overall campaign, it's about turn 80 or 90 that I go for victory. So we're on track. We've got a bunch of fairies, how quaint. And a shrieking bat. None of those we want right now. Our armies regenerate 10 hit points per turn, sounds perfect. Dark Vigor, same thing with death magic. I'm sorry, did you die? That's unfortunate. Tormenting projectiles have a 90% chance of inflicting torment until the end of combat. Hang on now. Oh, because you lose it every time you use an ability. Well, it would make sense. City structure gains you 5 mana, 10 combat points, and then damage spells apply additional 5 morale loss. How useful. What an excellent building that is. Don't really want to rush the Desecration Chambers, but pretty much everywhere needs Desecration Chambers. The land needs to be ruined. Ooh, a Blood Altar. Every victorious victory gives us 10 mana. What an amazing building. Even more mana. You were building roads, were you not? I feel like you was. No, hang on now, where are you at? This is built beneath where I was thinking. This is our scout. Okay, you come on down here then, and... excavate. Although it does give Mavelith some more space. Don't excavate. Instead, let's set up some more infrastructure. Infrastructure building is expensive, but useful in the long run. You get to building roads too. We'll just kind of zoom this way. The sound of you scuttling is horrifying, but we're glad you're on our team. Get into the haunted halls here, where it's full of things for us to destroy. You join Kevin and the assassin go with. We need Bloodhorn in another army. Move on down this way. Maybe we can dominate some fools. Well, you know what? You can come up and rejoin with Bloodhorn. It's going to take you a little bit, but you'll make it. We could also summon in some spiders if we really want to. Or, I think down in Blood Meadow, we can recruit beasties. It just costs us Thrall. Don't like the Shrieking Bats so much. Ooh, saving for the Painbringer, too. Do we not have a tier 3? Ah, it's to be a tier 4. How far away are we from that? We just need the money. Well, hey. Seems like something for us to save for. Do we have any items you'd like to trade? I mean, I want gold. She, of course, does not have any gold for us. She also doesn't like items, which is kind of weird. If I give you this resilient plate, you shall give me a small amount of gold, but a little bit. Yeah, we just need to keep clearing nodes. In the meantime, this road's already built, so we'll just come on down to here and then just build across. So you can come away from the army, no problem. There's a tight... Wait, what are you riding on? I thought that was a Triceratops, which would have been impressive. It's not, it's a beetle. Which is disgusting. And you should be slain for your filth. Low risk battle? Indeed, let's see. See, the blood units are really strong, so we'll accept that. That finishes up the desecration chambers as well, which is perfect. We kind of do need the tavern, even if we also need to save some gold. Even as the Dark Culture, you do care about stability. We also need Bloodhorn to get moving towards the Emperor's the Blood Emperor's Rose Palace too, so that's going to be his main goal. What's under here? Bunch of cleared areas. We can go for the Wonder, which is a good idea. We're not going to be at war yet. Clearing as much as we can is what we need to do. Okay, so down to the deeps. Yeah, that's all just nodes that have already been cleared, so we don't need to worry about that at all. Crypt of the Deathless God we'll get to eventually, and we'll just move you with full reinforcements. Again, most excellent. 14 turns before we get another hero. It's gonna be a while. Magic Origin upkeep is reduced by 20%. Or Teleporter Tech. Let's pick up Teleporter Tech. Day 58, the land is being ruined. Look, these sheep are frolicking in their new sunless terrain. How exciting. For them. Oh good, the Meteor Bloodhammer is done. That goes to Bloodhorn, of course. Excellent. And it's got the proper theming. We'll just keep making these where we can. 42 damage on the Draining Bite, 42 damage on the Charge Strike. We are doing a heap of damage. Getting some boosts to give us very fast movement is the next course of action. Forest will give us more stability, not a bad idea either. We just don't have to worry about our stability at all. Vendor here is very cheap. Do it. Sanguine Valley can annex another province, beautiful, which gives us the third province next to the Shattered Rosewood of the Indalion. Now we get Parasitic Contamination. Every turn, all enemy units with bleeding, the chance to flip that into becoming Blood Parasite, where they get to turn into a maggot. Exciting. But it's only in Sunless Terrain, but it's any province with Sunless Terrain, which is so good. Wow. I think we can take this. It's just going to be a brutal fight. We need to do some healing. So back to the peak. Yeah, we definitely needed the double helix and twined roads there, for sure. I'll turn to the tavern. Cool. So you all get moving across towards this set of nodes, and we shall start clearing them. Looks like a bundle of food. We almost lost Stalker. Let's fight this ourselves. We can definitely do better. We have so many summons. And AI just is really not good at using summons. Alright, we battle in the mines of Moria. Oh yes, there's all sorts of shrubbery for us to eat here. We might as well make use. Hopefully there's nothing poisonous in these mushrooms. Oh, fortune mushrooms. Those are the good ones. Over this way, summon the animal. We can use them as a lovely shield. Oh, sorry, what? It's a new friend. Shield works too. Oh, I thought this... Turns out you can't eat rocks. Oh, maybe you can. here for it. Summon in our animal. Got crocodiles on that side and some salamanders over here, which, yeah, we'll take it. Griffins are not the most fun to fight against. Okay, so let's just move around to here. Hit him with the old Unleash the Beast. Same thing on that side. Beautiful. Now, we choose one enemy to beat the brakes off of. And I think it's going to be these archers. Although, can you hit them with the... Oh, you can. Perfect. Sniper shot. So they're pretty much locked down. We can send in the crocodile then to bother these archers, like I was previously saying. Yum yum, delicious birds. Staff them there for a huge amount. Huge. And then I'm thinking we go for just damage. Bleeding and poisoned. And get in position. And then we've got the death bolts for very cheap. Ouch. Oh, those are longbows. Oh no! We already did worse than the AI would have. Well, that's not great. Should we replay it? Maybe. Not going to, though. Oh, it's a Zephyr shot. Oh, okay. That did a lot of damage. And run up a javelin these clowns here. Roll Mortal Blessing. You need the health. You can kill that unit no problem by yourself. Let's move into the fog. Lock these archers down. Don't like getting into a position where the Zephyr Archer can hit us. That is fairly cheeky. Be behind the shield at the very least. For smack. And then we'll send... That's a lot more damage you would have expected. I guess the Unleash the Beast is pretty strong. And just cut them in half. Not sure what poof happened there. Oh, hello there, Zephyr Archer in this last turn. Now you've got a new friend. Didn't get constricted though. Yeah, they seem to really not like our animal handlers. We got rally that time. Yeah, getting just random buffs every time we take damage. That is coming in huge. Huge. We could murder them, or we could just let the plants do it. Enjoy being poisoned. With the siphon blow, we can mind control you, of course. It didn't work. Yeah, just go after the Zephyr Archer. 55 damage. I don't like being stuck here. We'll go for the sprint. Then we can slip away. Honestly, we'll go slip away and bother the Griffin. Restricted, locked into place, gets the back swing, and taken out. And we'll let our vamp... Oh, just kidding. The environment is too dangerous for you down here, Rest in peace, Wild Speaker. You know what? I'm gonna retry that one off camera. Yeah. First try. And we lost no one that time. Weird how that works. Way easier than I made it. This one even, well, these spiders are kind of dangerous. In just about every circumstance, they're a problem. Hunt for spiders. Alright, scout. I think you can excavate down here. Or can you not? No, we already told you not to because of how close Mavelith is. It'd be a good idea when we were ready to attack her, but until then... just go find more space to excavate. Oh, a couple of matriarchs come out of nowhere. High-risk battle. That was the only because of the... well, no, I think we can handle it. We've got death bolts after all. Let's get to choke point, make them come to us. They can still bounce over them, but not if we're too thick. Get these shrubs out of the way. Put you in the trees here. Make it possible, but untenable really to get behind and get any nice flanks. Gonna stay back here, bat, and then we gonna hit you with a plague from here. I wouldn't bounce, so we pass. As long as hitting those frontline units is fine. Even an immobilization on Bloodhorn is really not a threat. So we'll go ahead and Blood Bite. We're gonna lose one of these guys for sure. We have to be right next to the curse. Okay, fair enough. And there's the Vampire Matriarch. Let's go Blood Blight. It leaves us with one, so we'll move around. Blood Blight here. Curse. Bat Swarm. Weaken them a bit. Oh, it's not enough to kill. Maybe though. We'll see. We'll go with the Draining Bite because they'll be dead. Oh, here's the perfect use. Enough damage to kill? No. Not quite. Not really the web I'd like to get here. Yes, now you've got a parasite. How exciting. We can run up and go for the web through both of them again. Didn't get immobilized, which is too bad. Lose that morale. Let's go ahead and Death Waltz. Pretty sure they just die on their next turn regardless. Oh, it's at the end of the turn, which is good to note. Big chop. Spider's going all the way around. That's not that much damage. Delicious. We'll not have these guys feast. We'll have them go around, and I can raise them as a corpse bite for us. Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna at least try to Draining Bite. Mind control didn't work, so the other alternative is death. I'm going to get hit. Is not exciting. Parasite here. Gorge up a bit. Go for some damage, get hit by a ton back. Going to get hit by all three of them if he tries to leave. Oh, it can't anymore. Okay, fair enough. I think we're gonna lose that unit. Oh, we got locked in place. Alright, not great. We'll go ahead and Death Waltz. I might have to also Death Waltz this one, we'll see. If it's all of our units gone except for Bloodhorns, so be it. That spider's down. Blessing for us. Just got locked in place by the Hunter Spider. Yeah, down very low in the health pool. There's still only the one body there. Well, let's go for the Scarlet Plague. Now it's just waiting for the Berserker to take his next turn. Chops one of our bats down because he's rude. And the smaller bats go take vengeance. 48-10. And 48 of each food and mana go to Tornado. That's still fairly spicy. End of the fight, we can definitely win. It's just going to take a toll. How much toll? Protector, a couple of Cursed Ogres. That's dealing a lot of damage a hit. And then the Spellbreaker, which is a Star Purge. Our result says we do fine. Guess what? We do fine. War Seeker or Will Breaker. When we kill units, enemies within 3 hexes suffer 2 weakened and remorse, or we get Vicious Killer. Increased morale penalties. War Seeker sounds nuts. Even more health on top of the health gains we get for just being part of the Death Cult. Yes, please. Yeah, you come back and join. We could use the expertise. Yeah, no, I don't like your lot's chances in surviving against a Hunter Spider crew. Let's maybe get to where we can summon one more bit of help. Or we just send these guys up to join. Which seems like a good call. We can sacrifice as many immortals as we need to. Oh, are you not healing because you're above ground? That's not great. Let's head over here to the Sunless Terrain, get some proper heals, and then we'll turn and deal with that magic material down there. We've got the 300, we just have to get Blood Meadow through the Soul Vault here. It's gonna take 5 whole turns. In that case, we might as well use our gold. Definitely have a rush here. Any of these giving us gold. We might need to find some more mines. any of our tomes that give us mines as terms of SPIs. Even more knowledge, which would be great. But I think the mint would be better, since we are lacking in mines. Let's go for a market up here. And then Night Watch. Do you already have your Basilica? Oh, it definitely does. 2 turns we'll have another vendor, so that's even more gold. The next turn we can cast, we can kind of bank this Desecration Ritual and drop that down in a pinch wherever we need some Sunless Terrain. The next turn, we got a trophy for having the art landmark terraform its surroundings. I don't see it doing that. We've been terraforming our own surroundings here. Guess a creation ritual we don't need to use just yet. And now we can make sure it's banked and ready to go. We'll grab the tormenting projectiles to upgrade our casters further. If we heal up a bit, I think we can take on the Black Hammer Furnace. But as currently stands, no, probably not. Let's go for an outpost, if we can afford it. Does this one connect? Oh, it does. Excellent. Well, this outpost will pay for itself. And also heal our troops. I think they could win. We would just have to use the Death Waltz. So we'll let this outpost build. We'll come on down to fight these little infernal mammoths. Oh yeah, with you. That part. Risky battle. Let's see. Our spider runs is all we need. 48, 10, 15, 15, and we get a Crown of Hyper Awareness and 78 production. I get moving back up to your other charge. Thank you. Market produced and turned new. That's awesome. We definitely need palisades. Keep out the nasties of the night. We could use you to clear the nodes for sure, but I think I might give Bloodhorn a single of these blood cultists. They are so good. Alright, let's move down here, take out this random crew of marauders that is led by Yadavev the Attuned and Alarich the Sculptor. Did not save them. 70 gold and an invigorating Aegis, extra health. That is quite neat. Let's explore the Berrigan's Refuge. It's a research post. Before base south, the Blade Master can enter the bandit-infested fortress. He's stopped by a whistle from nearby. A forest-looking woman appears from behind a broken wall. Hey, you're trying to enter me old camp. I used to lead this gang of idiots. I don't need help from brigands like you. Hidden traps. Now we can allow her to assist. There's a couple of gobos in here and some longbowmen. Longbowmen are concerning. We have auto combat. It beats everything. Blood Seeker of the Shepherd. Attack and debuff abilities ignore 1 status resistance per stack of bleeding. And also Caretaker. After dealing with the den of bandits, Mei Sao can search the ruins. He's quickly joined by the former bandit leader. The stranger sighs as she sees the bodies of her former comrades. Game. They were decent cronies while it lasted. Leads Mei Sao, the Blade Master, to a secret room hidden behind a stone slab. Anyways, here's the stash. Fine loot too. Even a decaying sword and crossbow. It allows people to decay. Or you can jump with it too. We claim all the loot for my empire. And make some money. The Lens of Anguish. Yes, you've got your souls kind of suspended in the Eye of Sauron. It's a new way of setting up a giant floating eye in the skies. And now we've got to make ourselves another decision, which is our next Tome of Magic. And we settle on Tome of Cycles, master the natural cycles of life and death, and specialize in debuffing enemies and healing allies with the blooming projectiles. So as we are hitting enemies, it is going to have a chance of inflicting life seed. So if they die, they are going to kind of burst and heal all of our friendly units. It's great. They become a basically a little health kit for us as long as we slay them brutally.
There is a cycle to all things. The beast feeds upon its prey, gaining strength. The corpse rots, nourishing the land. Life gives way to death, which in turn gives way to more life. Master this ebb and flow, and you will find you can manipulate both its gifts, as well as the toll it demands.
And the toll is heavy indeed. We are gonna pick up blooming projectiles, because heals are great. It is a, while not super easy way for us to get heals all the time, it's still more so than normal, where we don't really have any heals at all. Missed away. Baysau, are you a Dominator? Because if you are, we probably need a Shepherd. Starblades or Hyper Awareness. Being immune to flanking is incredible. Xing immune or ignore some status resist, or just one defense. Let's pick up this robe. Then you can have a Blood Sigil, sure. Invigorating Aegis, or I quite like the Lesser Spirit Shield that's dealing damage to enemies that hit him. Spirit's not the damage we want to deal, but Frenzy or just damage. Ooh, it's such a tough call. Let's go just more damage in general. That'll empower our Frenzy whenever we decide to get that. The Bouncing Pike, Decaying Sword and Crossbow. What are you? You're a warrior? Now we'll keep you as a sword board. Whole bunch of remains have been collected. I would like to have them not as remains. That way we don't, I mean, turning them into embalmed sacrifices is incredible. But I would also like to snack on them and give our heroes some experience. Embalm all of them. And we might as well come over here and desecrate this land. It did cost 6 of our thrall, which is pretty expensive. They take damage. Poison versus blood. Yeah, we'll use it when we're ready to attack, which we could do this turn. You know what? We'll be efficient. Desecration ritual, go! The candles continue to float. Now, you die. Double Karag. All status effects on all units are dispelled. Let's fight this one. It has a chance of going very poorly. But we have plenty of trees to turn against them. Give those trees blood parasites. Where are you going? How long has it been since we fought a Karag? They can just eat your units. Which is a bummer. Transfer life, Hex of Broken Spirit. Who wants their spirit broken? I bet you do. Yes, it seems as though you do. I will come on over and snack on some of these trees. Loves that it kind of chops them down like they're beavers. Brad, you just stay behind. You don't really need any health just yet, so we'll leave that as is. Freeze will keep as little verses of healing. Balls versus Zetasects are nice, but they're not the most important thing. Turn. Go hard with our tier 1s and 2s, take on 4s and 5s. We've got a vampire, I'm not worried. Zap you for a lot of damage. Come hit us back for a smidge. Problem with the Karog getting closer is the Karog's getting closer. Can we go ahead and drop down some flora here and hope we can constrict them? It's gonna be very difficult to constrict a tier 5, but we'll do it. Enjoy your blood parasite. And you enjoy yours as well. Start draining little by little. They can hit both of us, so let's step back. And now we can only hit these two. We'll just have the Death Guard move forward then. And then you can just add yourself. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here, you go ahead and turn. There we are. We'll probably just keep summoning in plants. We got disease. They're both using their big bomby attacks. Well, at least one of them is. It's like an angry shout. Interesting. Guess it didn't want to get hit with the polearm. Wonder why. Enraged bolts. Do we want to avoid? Just ignore the storm scale serpent. We kind of do. It hurts, but not that much. All in on dropping the Karog. Blood parasite. Hit him with the acid. Defense sundered further. We probably should have done that first. Pretty nasty retaliation. Stab him again, though. Oh, here lies plant. And that kind of works, too. We can just use you to get rid of the serpent. Go for a sprint. We can just let this Gelbit crabs go down if need be. Embrace bolts. A couple of grazes is not great. Pretty suboptimal. Oh no. Oh, I forgot the blood parasite goes away even. Big swing. And just eat that unit. Wait, can you link with multiple? Oh, it breaks it with the other, okay. That seems insane. We get our crowds like, oh yes, you do get them back if you're able to kill the beast that ate them. That makes total sense. Spears, let's go ahead and heal. Huge 70. Enjoy your Scarlet Plague. It is so little damage. Don't get the bleed on him either. Let's get the troll's face. These guys already have resurgence, so no reason to use the death bolts on them. I think we're good. I mean, we could go ahead and just grab some bloodletting. It's only dealing 1 though. And then lifesteal for 1 turn. No, none of these are very good. We shall at least go to this in this moment. How nice it would be if constricting actually managed to land. Well, we'll simply target friendly unit gains plus 10 hit points. Enjoy some life. Heal the Garog with it. Your newfound life. Blood Parasite. And then break. Brings our immortals back from the deep. And now that you're without your Karogs, whatever shall you do? Try to lock this troll in place. Now we'll just stay here. Kill this one. And then summon another plant friend. This one's name is Perry. Everyone say hello to Perry. He's in charge of a troll slaying. They got constricted anyway, that's perfect. Thought you were gonna run. You're down, and now we send the mortals round, and it's just the slow, steady process of taking down this beast. I suppose we can death waltz. Seems like a complete waste, though. Constricted couldn't leave. It dies by plant. Probably a common occurrence for trolls. The Ring of... oh, that is a mass murderer. Anyway, True Sight, Status Resist, and Inspiring Killer. Don't really want to fight demons. Oh, it looks like everything is guarded by just the worst now. That's the way it is. We can probably kill the spiders. In fact, our results is going to be low risk. I'm intending to believe them, otherwise we're losing both of these 2 wild speakers. It's not close enough to any town, and this is a small area, so we probably just want to have a singular outpost here, if anything. That we can grab the haunted halls. And just stay here. Blood Priest, huh? Get in there to heal. And we'll go knock over this Infernal Mammoth next turn. Just keep clearing these nodes out. Can we use some stronger minions? Sure. So bringing in more Deathstalkers is definitely the way here. We'll grab 2 more Deathstalkers, and we'll pass. Day 60 is upon us. Tormenting projectiles are done. You guys already look incredible. It's gonna go up by, increase our MP by 15 and 22 currently, which we can easily afford. Switches from blood to being these black holes of pain and torment and other things that can bring sorrow. Tavern is essentially a requirement. When victorious in combat, earn mana, which is simply insane, although grabbing the mausoleum also a good idea. Adjacent conduit. That's right here's a perfectly fine spot. And conduits do tend to get boosted by other conduits, so I'm gonna build an outpost here. Gonna make Mavelith mad. Mavelith has been just waiting to declare war on us. Don't care. This tranquility pool belongs to me, thanks. Now run. Yeah, with her making aggressive moves like that, we should probably consolidate a little bit more than we already are. I want to claim the Black Hammer Furnace. Let's come up into the Ruins Peak. What have we got here? Ooh, her people are already pain-bound. Joy Siphoners and Frost Blades. But they're careless. I am also quite careless. I put my leader in harm's way here. Pretty aggressively so, too. Sit on the Ruins Peak. I don't even have enough to call Wild Animal. That's not exciting. Mavelith, don't do it. No one's close to your reinforcements either. Not great. The spider can work his way up there to be reinforced, but it's going to take a little bit. Low risk. We lose a Mortalist. Gremlins are mean, but I think not. If there's any mushrooms in this cave whatsoever, I'm gonna disagree. Oh, there's not. Well, maybe. Maybe you're onto something. Drive them back into the corner here. Outrunning these is not going to be exciting. Alright, we can Scarlet Plague a couple of the units that are weaker, like so. We can teleport across, which is so strong. No torment this time. Well, let's move to about here. Go for the Siphon Blood. Mind control did not happen. Which is not amazing. Oh, can't even hit our archers. Well, they are likely very doomed. Anyone we can animate here? Absolutely not. All three of them hitting the same unit. Goes for our Lordium. Might end up being our first Death Waltz target. Got the Torment to land there. Music is going. Start chopping through. That's as much damage we're gonna get. Death hexes is something. Could still be hit. You gotta turn around or just not. If we're gonna take the damage anyway, there's other things to do. We got Torment on him. We don't want to get hit by multiple, so I guess we'll just go for the chop. And then the Death Waltz. Unfortunately, we have to lose this guy like this, but... Wait, nearly got us there. Okay, so they got our Mortalist. Need to just try to deal some damage first. Oh, we got a fumble, did we? One stab, and then the Assassin Strike should kill. Fantastic. This is access to one of these blood parasites, which will go here. They should teleport them away, so they can't do anything useful. These are immortals, so even if they die, there's no problem. Alright, neat. Gained a ton of morale. And then got turned around. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is we'll just punch these guys in the face. Oh, I thought it would... since they fumbled, they just died. Which is fair enough. Round, Siphon Blood to try to mind control. Did not work. They displace and are tormented. They got us with a life seed back. Hemorrhage bolts. Teleports away. I thought it already teleported once. It's blood all over the place these archers are. They can see the first hit here, they teleport way back there. More gremlins fall. I mean, I knew they'd teleport, but that's pretty effective there. You're bleeding. The blood mag can do nothing. It's too far away from them. They'll be fast. We're stacked up with misfortune. But it does not matter. You go for it. No fumbles here. We did lose the Mortalist, though, same as they did. Not as good as our Blood Cultist, though. A fine unit. But in the grand scheme of things, not as good as our Cultists. Yeah, I'm not confident you can take any of that on, so let's just kind of stay here. Vernil has expanded out into the south. Yeah, we'll just sit here and we'll heal. Blood transfer ritual. Well, it's just in one army. In that case, let's go ahead and call some more help. Day 61, and there's no war, which is perfect. A council member from your city, Blood Meadow, approaches you waving a pamphlet. Spikes covering as he's bristling with them. He kind of chimes as he walks down the street. We've received this pamphlet from Thorn's Citadel, my elder goat. It took a while to decipher, but I believe they are laughing at us and calling us idiots. What does Dolbert even mean? Is that even a word? We can't just let them insult us. Lose some gold, gain some knowledge. Reduction in Blood Meadow specifically seems really nice. Let's do that. At the cost of some Imperium. Well, I'd love to get the Lens of Anguish and all of these other things. Vampire Castle. Stygian Observers. Vampires gain universal camouflage while on Sunless terrain. Okay then. Teleportation circle. Oh, there's such good stuff here. We want our Black Palace. Which, I mean, we can paint it a different color. It doesn't have to be a Black Palace. Don't trespass in my domain. A whole wild animal. Do so in the Ruined Peak. An ice spider is apparently only ever a tier 2. A polar bear. Yeah, we're bringing in a polar bear. Seems as though Mavelith wants to fight. Something's just telling me. And Mavelith, you would be distracting me from my greater goal. But if we declare the justified war now, we have the upper hand. He does have other units around. But they're not really that tough. Frost Blades is fine. Lightning Blades is also something. But besides, it's not... They're not really that tough. Outpost founded. Excellent. That's some good healing. We'll stay here for another turn. Another province for Night Watch. Excellent. We really could use the mine most of all, so let's build one of those over here. Alright, Soul Vault being built. We are now completely out of cash. Can we go for another wild animal? We can. Make sure we have plenty of troops. Or if she betrays us. Pay some extra for an elephant. Or a brown bear. Let's get a wyvern fledgling. Oh yeah, I see. Decide later. Decide now. Most excellent. Only problem here is that Bloodhorn is not healing. So, we need to run up to the Sunless terrain together. Yeah, you all are healed enough. Let's go take out this army of elementals in the top corner. Dead Ice Elementals. This is what we have now. That spider can come try to join. We'll see if he makes it. That's free food there. Not often you see free food. Regenerate faster in friendly domain. Don't mind if I do. So that should mean you are getting a ton of health then. Yeah, that's perfect. All we really need is one turn and we're back up into fighting strength for Mavelith. Alright, turn 62. She is trespassing on the capital now. I wonder what her plans are. Thank goodness she has to do a full siege to get in. Well, let's get moving. falsely denounced, she is definitely coming after. Oh, wait, that's Fedorak. Not good. They've been seen in a couple of spots then. Invaded by Mavelith. Yeah, no, she is absolutely going to attack Blood Meadow. We will expand in the meantime to pick up the research post here. New development skill available. What do we have? Don't worry about it, apparently. By natural order. Extra ability for forest provinces. It's not a very large army. Theories on what? Warhounds? Oh, beetles. Okay, well, let's recruit up some forces to stop her. 0 turns for most of these here. We'll grab a couple of Doombats never do anything, so we'll grab a couple of vampire hatchlings. Probably by a couple, I mean 1. And then we can quickly call a wild animal here. We want. Range would be great. And then we can call a second one for next turn. And I'm thinking Auto Resolve will be with us to kill this Baylor. No, we get butchered. Let's see. I believe in Kevin. Especially in a choke point map like this. One immortal here, one immortal here. Can't quite hit, so we'll just move in between. Drop off your animals. It is the map that doesn't have any mushrooms, unfortunately. The flora is missing. But we will make do. No line of sight on the Nightmare. No line of sight on any of these guys, really. It's here. Teleports them way far back. We can get in position here to punish. Let's see pretty well. Unleash the beast. The same for your beast. Hit him spit. Got the torment on him, and I guess we can just teleport away back here. Hit with the weakened. No. Bad call. Just completely ignored their short attackers and deal damage. Yes. Alright, then we passed. Alright, fair enough. I see what happened now. He just went to the back line and blew up our leader, which... Okay, now we definitely lose. There's no bringing them back either. Let's go for the culling strike here. Cancel your retaliation. Come on, round. You're getting no damage. 7. Thankfully, bleeding and torment. Oh, and they're stunned. That's awesome. Death Vaults go for. Just they've got some scary units here. There's the Chaos Brand, uncontrollable. Getting slip away on these units that really don't matter is awful for us. That didn't do anything at all. Wild Speakers just aren't very good units. Decent for their buffs, but nothing really else. Oh, we got a kill there. All we're really doing here is making it easier for the next guy. They're doomed. At least we get a couple of units back at the end of the day here. We should pretty easily have the mana to resurrect Kevin. Oh, I believe resurgence only works if you win the battle. Oh yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? Everyone we've hit with the death waltz just goes away now. Well, that's too bad. We pass. My turn again. Now we'll just. I don't think I'm not allowed to just give up, though. They have to. They get to slay my units. And it's good for you. Not great at all. However, we do have the mana just to bring him back, I'm pretty sure. So we go into our crypt, and we say, Kevin, can I not resurrect you? Do I not have the crypt? No, we're missing the decrypts. Heroes cannot currently be resurrected. Now we'll just keep you there for now, Kevin. Don't you worry. You'll be back soon. Grab that food, and province cannot be excavated. Yes, it can. Fly again. I think that's probably where we need to bring the other army round to. There's no telling where the rest of our troops are. We could definitely use a scout or two to figure that out. That's gonna be your job. Play scouts and make them concerned that you might be trying to burn down provinces, which you definitely will if we have the chance. The blood cultists, they are better than mortalists by a pretty huge margin. Or nil will give you a soul vault. Just takes a while to build. Turn 63, she's just trespassing across to go fight someone else, perhaps. I mean, yeah, I don't think we should allow this. We haven't seen the Arch-Vampire herself. She's probably over here at the Citadel. Oh, we shall call another wild animal here at Blood Meadow. Let's get a Vampire Hatchling. Gold vein found. Excellent. Come back this way. Do some excavating into this tunnel. Only more of our units were close by. Hang on. Now we might be close enough to start this war. We're missing one of our heroes. We have nothing really here that's that tough. Alright, time for war with Mabelith. Crude elder goats. Excuse me. I'm going to declare a justified war on your ugly self. Gain some Imperium. For a brief moment, she curls her lip and casts you a disheartened glance. Ah, Looks like you prefer the path of pain. What a pity. Well, for you at least. I, instead, will be looking forward to making you squeal, my naughty little elder. He grins. Like, Neferata. There's no begging for mercy now. I shall see you in my dungeons. We've met some cats. They're industrious. Oh no, they're reavers. Do I have a Whispering Stone? No one's talking to them. We might as well do ourselves. We get our Whispering Stone from one of our cities over here. Is it Sanguine Valley? Give me that. You're already mad. No one cares. Now, where were those friendly cats? I guess we can find them through our diplomatic overview here. Where are you? Oh, in the top corner. Well, I'll bring in some reaver cats. For sure. Right then. We might as well grab an additional... Go for the morbid sacrifice. No, we'll just go for another wild animal. Even more units. Just summoning a blood maggot. Really? No, I don't think so. They're not very good like that. Plague Serpent's a tier 2, but it doesn't evolve, so we'll go ahead and grab the Dread Spider. I mean, Kevin could join. You hear, Kevin, or whichever. This isn't Kevin, this is... What is your name? Mordok. A risky battle. Your orc, named Adu Ralph the Flesh Ripper, versus... Death Incarnate. Alright, let's see how well your careless orcs do. X of Broken Spirit, who wants it? I'm thinking... this random polearm here, these mutated fellas. And then we're just gonna walk away from them. Our many spiders. You come on up this way. Go for our swarm tactics when they get too close. Zombies in the woods here. Vampire matriarch. Go ahead and pick out some hatchlings. I'm gonna send right in. So that way we can drop off the parasites. Full health in a hurry. Just get up a little bit closer, drop the parasite. That way all of them get a blood parasite. And if you kill our unit, so be it. Alright, wall of spiders. We pass. Here's see what kind of spell she's gonna cast on us too. What you got, Mabelith? That's kind of boring. It's effective, but kind of boring. I'm gonna cut across and go for some morale hits here. Not quite enough damage. I was hoping we could get our own unit killed there, but not quite. That's just frozen midair. those units don't care about bleeding, but when it's zombies, they can still bleed. You do that, you get all the way back there and bother their archers. Oh lord. I don't want to try to steal this unit. You get in the way of their knight. No matter what kind of damage you gotta take to do so. Behind, we'll go ahead and give some life over to you. Extra strengthened. Seems pretty solid. We'll just run in and try to steal this unit. Will we damage them a bit? Yeah, sure, but they'll be. Water of Tyranny. Let me just pop in some Flora right here. And in front of them seems fine too. I'm starting to work on these immortals. And you can't move, and they should waste their entire turn trying to kill it. At least all of these guys should until it is dead. Agonize. 40 damage and 3 stacks of torment's pretty tough. Alright, leaves 3 units turns. Which I would say is a very good trade. Alright, pull our spiders closer. You actually kill one of our spiders. Neither one of our sides is gonna leave because of morale loss here. Damage is. You're reaching on the other side with our Scarlet Blade. We can hit their lord. That's the call. Heal up. 1 down. Mortal Blessing empowers the rest. The greatest of charges. Just straight into their face. Let's go ahead and chase the Fury. No one has any respite. Get him with the web. And then we'll just go ahead and blast the Immortals, yes. And no good shots there. Bring them around and go for the Immortals then. Lose 2 morale, gain 2, and then ping-pongs around for a bit. This is definitely the side we can use some more help with. It'll be some Flora here. Detonate all the Banshee pods too. Blessing triggers. I don't believe she's a death cult. A miss, sadly. Remember the Wyvern fledglings are just not very, they're not very good. They kind of just move in and die, sadly enough. Polar bear round, and we'll then pass. Ah, Fulmination. You should show us all of her spells. Alright, fairly brutal turn. We'll speed things up just a little bit so I can get back to plotting their demise on this side. The Immortals being around for as long as they have is a little bit obnoxious. We're definitely coming into play where elite units are able to stick in for much longer. And ours are pretty much freshly recruited. Enjoy your pain. The amount of text that has to scroll. So Torment goes off every time they make an attack even. That's pretty awesome. Thank goodness the Draconic Rage is active, otherwise they would be doing no damage still. And with their Razor Web, both have been slowed, neither immobilized. We'll keep weakening units then. We'll Death Waltz here for this little spider. Everything on this side's weakened enough where it's not going to be dealing that much damage. Zombies shuffle on in to finish things. Curse, and can't quite turn you into a zombie. Now I can. Oh, the zombie just goes, oh, we can move them over. He gets stabbed a little bit, that's fine, whatever. Oh, we got locked in place? No, we didn't. Animation was fucking weird. That swarm. Charge strike to kill. Oh, we got a graze? You lucky. Spiders can keep up, the polar bear cannot. Web for the win. I mean, they've still gained a ton of morale just because their units are dying, so not like they're gonna run anytime soon. They're moving for the chase, and that should be all our units. And you can eat this rose bush, get a buff. Oh, we can deathstalk any of these units to kill them. Excellent. And then we pass. runs into the rose bushes and gets freeze. Good for you. Put it up to times 3. Alright, well, death by plant here. Zombie can finish his unit off. X of Broken Spirit, then a Frostbolt. 1 crit's all we need. Or we'll just graze him twice. The exact opposite of what we yeah, go ahead and kill the Immortal. Wyvern Fledgling might be able to save the day here. No. No, these are weirdly useless units. Unless you're going all in on dragons and the like, but we definitely aren't. We're going halfway for animals and halfway for just being a mass murdering crazy. There's another maggot. Although useless, you at least got a kill when we power you up to get, Mortis detonated. And that's that. We lost 2 vampire hatchlings. Poisoned Spark Collar. Standard resistance, poison, and decaying. Definitely not a bad one. Fate magic. Either we just drain even more morale, or we give people misfortune, which is kind of hilarious. Orb of true damage. What is this here? Bolt Bane. Bolt Bane is pretty much the best thing to have. I'm gonna sell you there, Uterolf. There's no way that was your only army, but if I can move in and take down the Burg of Ceaseless Wailing here, that'd be amazing. We need 300 Imperium or 200 more Imperium to get to the next city cap, and I would love to pick up the Burg as one of our towns. Because it has this Golden Wonder already next to it. You can join with this army, that seems just fine. These lads can find a new home. Problem is there's no telling what's over here, so let's just move to block her from coming down. And one army can come down here to fight us, but it won't be multiple. We'll stick to the outskirts with our spiders. We probably should build a scout somewhere, like here in Tornadale. We can start getting the pain. Tornadale was that large high tier of a settlement? It was all the way up to the max tier, was it? That's crazy. Yeah, that's not what I was expecting at all. We could recruit a Painbringer from there, but I think like I said, I do want a scout. It's gonna be an outrider. Well, you know what? Let's do the night. We can do the outrider in Night Watch. The Painbreaker here, even if it's 7 turns. Desecration Ritual, no. Let's go ahead and get a heal. Just up and ready to go. In case of any kind of emergency there, and then we'll pass. Mavelith's response. Day 64. We can annex another province. Excellent. Definitely just go ahead and pick up the mine here. Your lineage. A crusader. Now we can make you a duelist. That's a pretty decent... a really decent trait once you get it up and running. We still can't really trust him because a random strike from the northeast there would be pretty brutal. Blooming projectiles is done. Next we can grab... Play a battle. Whenever a friendly unit dies, all other units within 2 hexes heal. Use health, it's very expensive. Agonize is as well, but it seems much better. Excellent. Well, Bloodhorn, we shall send you... And all of this terrain is sunless. Here, Spider, you go check to see who's in the burg. Just these 4? Oh, they're burning stuff over here. You think you're tough? We're gonna go take down your settlement. Everyone down. And here in Blood Meadow, we shall grab the crypts we could resurrect Kevin. In fact, I am keen on rushing those. Vivisection. Enemy army sustains damage, and then you just gain knowledge. That seems crazy good. Carnival of Flesh. No, I think we want to probably save for like the ritual chamber. Use our money. We can't quite afford another Painbringer just yet, but we will. What do we do? Well, I'd say it's pretty over for just about everyone here until they start recruiting their own. Yes, Kevin died, but we'll bring him back. Don't you worry. Actually, we should be able to now. Resurrect the Eternal. Did you come back as a vampire or still as a Whiteborn? No, just a vampire, so the vampire is being brought back. That would make sense. Alright, Kevin, go find your army to lead. You can also take over as the steward here in Night Watch. Let's say come to the surface and let's build roads over towards this settlement. He does have a single army over here. And we'll grab the mint here, Blood Meadow. I've changed my mind. And we've got enough to make some cool stuff. I think I will go ahead and do that, though, in between episodes, and I would say now is a good time to go ahead and wrap things up. We're about to start a siege at the Burg of Ceaseless Wailing, so we may skip a few turns if nothing important happens, and you will be back for that siege there. Ooh, a mausoleum, yes. Well, we can't really get rid of any of our production just yet, so maybe not a mausoleum. Instead, storehouse, more growth. Like I said, that's gonna be all the time I've got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping on by today's Thrones of Blood campaign. It's been a little bit, but man, I've been looking forward to playing some Age of Wonders again. So here we are. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.